Hello, this is an English video. Today I want to do something very special. Something special in my opinion. Maybe not special for anybody else, but special in my opinion. I have a CD shelf with about 300 CDs, and I have noticed that more and more people passing on that happen to be in my music CD shelf. And that's very sad. And what I want to do today is dedicate my thoughts to the people, to their families, to the ones that love their music just as I do. I want to dedicate this video to them. And I have the CDs of the people that have passed on that happen to be in my shelf. I have the CDs right next to me. And sadly, it's quite a tower of CD. It's quite a big tower of CDs that I have here, and it it's very sad actually. There are so many, and especially to these people, I would like to dedicate this video to, as a reminder of how beautiful their music is, was, and still is, and always will be. Okay, this is going to be a tough one because each and every one that had passed away made me very sad. And I probably have to say a word or two about every individual. Let's start with, it's hard to see, Ava Cassidy. Ava Cassidy. What a voice. That woman is so underrated. She has passed away on cancer, and her music was very underrated. And I think it had to do with herself because I think she didn't want to become that very extreme famous person. She was sort of like a person that liked to do her live music sessions and things, but I don't think she didn't want to become a world star, but she could have because she has one of the most beautiful voices I have ever heard. Eva Cassidy. Very, very beautiful. Another one, which I also think is very underrated and also should have been known more in the world, at least as much as Gloria Estefan, she should have been known. Her name is Tina Marie. I love her music. She is out of this world. She's a Portuguese, I think, Portuguese heritage. The, Another one, which I was very sad about. What a lovely album! Grace and Gratitude, Olivia Newton-John. What a lovely album! The renewed version. Then recently, I I recently uh, got to know her. I didn't know her before. Even though I was at the time when this album came out, I was living in New York. I think I might heard it here and there. But I bought this album because I have found out about her death a couple months ago. That's how I got to know her. It's called Dusty Trails. It's a fantastic album. I love it very much. It's from the late 90s. And I heard it and it sounded like I've heard that before. I got to have this album and I found out about it because of coincidentally I heard of her death. That's how I got to the city. Of course we all know her. And besides of her voice that she used to have, she was a very sweet person. Whitney Houston was a very, very lovely, nice person. Regardless if she took drugs or anything, she was very nice. A sweetheart, really. Another one. What an album. I love that one so much. Talk Talk. I think it's the greatest hit album. The singer of Talk Talk died a couple of years ago. But this is a masterpiece, in my opinion. An absolute masterpiece. Of course, we all know him, Frank Sinatra. I like this album very much. My Way, Frank Sinatra. It has very nice tracks on it. Um, love it. New York. I did it my way. We all know him. It's a very classy, lovely album. And I was living in New York when the day he passed away. I was hanging out on Times Square, and the Empire State Building was lit all blue on the top, and it was a dedication for Big Blue Eyes. That was his nickname. And I was that day when they lit the Empire State Building all blue. I was in New York at Times Square and taking a look at the Empire State Building when he passed on. This is also an album I love. Heartbreaker from Tom Petty. He also had passed away. This is a fantastic album. Very, very good. And of course, we all know uh, George Michael. Ladies, ladies and gentlemen, very, very nice. Fantastic album. Then, of course, my mother loved him so much, Joe Cocker. Best of Joe Cocker. Those are all fantastic singers, lovely people. Here we got another one. Barry White. And these are more like the Love Unlimited Orchestra. It's like more like the melodies, and I especially love the love's theme. Yes, I love it. And I also love Baby Blues, Midnight and You, Can't You See? Ah, toll. I love it. Oh, okay. Then I have like a maxi CD long version single of Linkin Park. He had also passed away, sadly, due to suicide. Then I have the I like that so much. The Earth song from Michael Jackson with a couple versions on them. Then of course the Amy Winehouse. I especially this is like a double album from Amy Winehouse, Back to Black, the deluxe edition, and I bought it. I bought it because of one song. I also like the other ones. They're cool, but I bought it because of Love Is a Losing Game, and that's why I bought this one. And of course, this is also uh, Black the Collection. This brings back childhood memories when I was a teenager. I think he has recently passed away in a car accident. Um, Wonderful Life, Paradise, the big one. Lovely album, very, very nice. And yes, Luther Vandross. That's an album I know him from the United States. When I was there, he became very big, a big star. Very nice music, very lovely, very tasteful. And of course, the this album, Tina Turner. This album came out when about the same month my mother passed away, and that's why this album is very special to me. Of course, I love all of her albums, anything from Private Dancer to God knows all, Break Every Rule. She was one of the greatest singers ever. Um, Nobody has ever seen anything like it. A black woman who wants to be a rock star, and she became the biggest female rock star, in my opinion. Yes, very very cute CD, Melanie Thornton. It has a couple Christmas songs on it, but also a couple other songs that that are very very nice. And I think she passed away in Switzerland in a plane crash. Uh, then another very very underrated person who, in my opinion, she had deserved so much more attention is Phyllis Hyman, a very underrated soul singer. What a singer! Oh my God, I love that music. She was one of these stars that were very underrated, in my opinion, completely. And yes, of course, Aretha Franklin, the Lady of Soul. This is a very nice album. It's called Love Songs Aretha Franklin. I think if you are a person that collects CDs, you should have her in your shelf if you are into very good music. Um, I have only about 300 CDs, and I stopped at one point. I stopped buying CDs because I thought I just wanted to have my personal basic collection, and having 300 CDs is a big collection, but it's a very basic from childhood to now. And um, I'm not into buying more CDs because number one, I don't have enough space here in my small apartment, and number two, if I'm ever gonna move, oh my goodness, you know. So there goes another one. I think he also passed away in a plane crash. I think it was suicide. What a lovely, oh, what a singer! I love it. It's so pure and it's so lovely. His music. His name is John Denver. I think everybody knows him from the 70s. What a lovely city. I love that city so much. Um, and then he passed away a couple years ago. Also, a relatively big stars in the 70s, Gary Rafferty, typical American music, very tasteful music, very good. On the simple side, I would say, but very nice. And yes, the Cranberries. The Cranberries. The lead singer of the Cranberries has passed away a couple years ago. I think she accidentally took an overdose of pain medication. Um, I love her music so much. Linger, Zombie, um, Dreams, Free to Decide. Um, love it all. Love all her music. Wonderful. So sad she's gone. Roxette made me very sad. Roxette, what a talent. Oh my God. And especially this album is different than all the others, and it's very hard to get. It's a very hard to get album. It's called Roxette the Ballads Hits. It's fantastic. So, and then of course, yes, the other day made me sad as well is Sinead O'Connor. She passed away yesterday. I love her music. I love of course Nothing Compares to You. But also, I love the song Troy and Three Babies, even Just Call Me Joe is cool. Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. So, also very sad. And that's pretty much it, except one I forgot to pick out of the shelf. Um, and that's Doris Day. She passed away a couple years ago. She was an actress and also a beautiful singer, and I especially love this album. It's Fly Me to the Moon, Autumn Leaves, Whatever Will Be, Que Sera, Bewitched, Quiet Nights, very, very lovely, very, very tasteful music from the 60s. I think 60s or maybe even 70s. Yes, and those are the people that have passed on that happen to be in my CD collection. And it's a little dedication to these people, to their music that I love till today, even after they're recently or long gone. Thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.